Hey, what's up guys? I'm going to check out Surfshark again, doing a kind of an updated mini review of Surfshark, letting you know some of my updated thoughts and opinions with this service to let you know if it's worth using, kind of mid-2021 going into 2022. Hey guys, if you're looking to purchase Surfshark or maybe another VPN on the tier list, make sure to click on my links down in the description down below or visit vpntierlist.com. If you use any of my links, it'll help support the channel. I'm not sponsored by any VPN, but these affiliate links give me small cutbacks that really help the channel and let me continue to do this as my full-time job. Anyways guys, back to the video. One way Surfshark could improve their service, I think, for the end consumer is by making it more affordable. Now, I don't really have too much problems with the 24-month plan because it's around $60, which is a decent price, and 6 months is $40, which isn't horrible. However, the 1 month plan is pretty expensive at $13, around the same price as ExpressVPN. Some other VPNs out there in Tier 1 have cheaper prices for that 1 month plan. And another thing is that this is going to be $60 annually after that first 2-year term, so around $122 for 2 years for existing customers. Now, this kind of pricing is a little bit annoying to me because it kind of encourages customers to make new accounts to get the best pricing, which I don't really like. I like VPNs that allow you to have the same account and get the same best pricing without having to make a new account, or even just having promo codes that go lifetime or stuff like that. So I think there's definitely room for improvement here. Maybe Surfshark has figured out this is the best business model for them, and that's fine. But that doesn't get the highest marks on my channel because we rate things by how affordable they are, not how good of a business model they are for the company. And I think that makes sense to you guys. Surfshark also has some other add-ons that you could purchase, like Surfshark Alert, which is kind of like a have I been pwned kind of alert monitor. I think they're actually using the same API. And they have some kind of search too, so there's a couple different extra things. One benefit of Surfshark is it does promise unlimited device use, which is nice, baked into that price. Some other VPNs like Cactus VPN are cheaper though and still do have unlimited simultaneous device use. Not only that, but I think around 8 to 10 is pretty sufficient for most people, and no one's really going to be using that much more than that. So in some ways I do think that unlimited device simultaneous use is a little bit kind of a selling point. I don't know how practical or how many VPNs people are using on separate devices at the same time. Maybe like 2 or 3, maybe you have one on your computer, maybe one on your phone, maybe someone else in the household is using it too. But unless like every single one of your kids and every single one of your cousins is at the same house on the same account, or you're trying to share accounts or something like that, I don't really think unlimited devices is that good. Considering like an expensive price. If it's a really cheap VPN and has unlimited device use, that's kind of a cool perk, like with Cactus, like I said. But here, that's my thoughts on that. If we're taking a look at Surfshark's application, they do have a decent application. It's a little bit plain, I think, and it could have a little bit of a UI revamp, but it gets the job done and it works fine. You do have some things like ad blocking, which I really like, some kind of whitelist feature, which is sort of like split tunneling. And then you have some of these add-ons that are paid for, but it also is missing some other things like a dedicated IP support, some of these customization factors like DNS and port customization. None of the servers really have like latency presentation. If you look at it, if you look at the servers, you can't really see stats on, which ones are faster and stuff like that. Of course, it kind of gives you I do kind of like this though. I do like how it gives you some information here. This is really nice actually. I think more VPNs can do that, so that's nice. I do like those little tooltips, but I do kind of wish there's more information about the different latencies and stuff like that. Some VPNs do that a little bit better. Also, Surfshark doesn't include a SOCKS 5 BitTorrent proxy, and it doesn't have Linux GUI support, so that's definitely something to consider. Some people do like having a multi-hop with Surfshark. For me, this is kind of more of a gimmicky feature. Not really sure the use case for that. Since VPN, already the privacy and security is pretty good, and you're not really going to become that much more anonymous by using features like this. So it's kind of a give or take in my opinion, but if you like multi-hop, that could be up to you. Another thing that Surfshark could work on is having too many trackers on Android. 4 Android trackers for application trackers, 16 permissions, which is unusually pretty high. Surfshark could also fix the amount of ad trackers and third-party cookies on their website. A cookie for Microsoft Corporation, as well as Alphabet Inc. and Microsoft Corporation and Google Analytic trackers. Nothing too nefarious. but it is something to talk about. Blacklight says, Blacklight detected this website is sending user data to Alphabet, the technology conglomerate that encompasses Google and associated companies like Nest. The Silicon Valley giant collects data from twice the numbers of websites as its close competitor Facebook. Woo! Hot daddy. So that's definitely something they could improve as well in terms of the application and kind of website privacy experience. So another thing with Surfshark that I noticed is that they don't have the fastest torrent speeds. It is kind of being surpassed by some other competitors out there, namely NordVPN, TorGuard, ExpressVPN, even WeVPN sometimes. It does get good speed tests, but I've noticed that with the torrents, it's kind of between that 30 to 50 region, which is pretty good. But definitely not the fastest I've tested. It can kind of depend on where you are in the world and stuff like that, but I've found that generally with these speed tests, it is more consistent than you would think. When I ran the global speed test results in 2020, TorGuard still had the fastest speeds around the world, no matter where you really picked it, as long as you picked a server close to your location. So there is a consistency to how these networks are set up with these VPNs, and it's something to consider. And with Surfshark specifically, I haven't been able to get tip-top speeds, but nevertheless, these are decent speeds, just not top-tier speeds, I don't think. Another way Surfshark could improve is by fixing its Hulu compatibility. I'm not sure what's going on with Surfshark and Hulu, but for some reason, whenever I have it connected, like you can see here, and I try to access it, there's some kind of weird error. It could be some kind of DNS issue, I'm not really sure, but if you see here, I disconnect. Now I'm disconnected and I reload the page. Hulu does work. So it's definitely something weird going on with Surfshark, and we can show you again here when I connect, and then we will see what happens. So it is connecting, not the fastest connection times in the world, but what can you do? There we go. We're connected, and now we can try to reload, and we kind of have it like works at first, but then like watch if I reload it now. It like kind of starts getting this weird problem where none of the stuff loads. Click on TV, nothing's really loading, and then eventually it will just kind of give me that error. So I don't know what's going on there, but they definitely could fix that to improve their service. Overall, the new aggregate for Surfshark is going to be a 3.79, which is a nice bump. It's going to be right around the top of tier 2. So not a bad score for Surfshark. Definitely some room for improvement there in the speeds. As an application, it could add some more things out, could add more discounts or reduce the pricing, fix that Hulu compatibility, and it could be on its way to tier 1. Anyways, guys, thanks for checking out this one, and I'll see you again in the next video very soon.